morning.
Morning.
What a week. What a week. I am not contagious. It didn't dawn on me that I'm in the middle of a healing crisis until Maria said to me, "Oh, you're in a healing crisis." Yeah. This is what the Zija does, and it just dawned on me when she said it, that I still have a lot of heavy metals within, and so it's detoxing the heavy metals from within the brain. I may have more clarity soon. And because of that, it comes down this way, and so it's affecting the sinuses and everything. Very interesting. Okay. I want to start with, last week was a dynamite week for me. I mean, my computer was out. I'm sure you all thought I was in Spain. I might have been mentally, but physically I was here. And then my phones went out. It just dawned on me about 3 o'clock this morning how much of a detox I'm in the middle of. I really thought I was coming down with a cold. So I find it fascinating because Spirit has a way of taking care of you when they don't want you doing a lot of things, and I'm someone that's constantly going. So they took out my computer and they took out my because I needed people to come into the house to repair all of this, I had downtime. So don't they have a wonderful way of doing things? Yeah. So a lot of this was the result of the solar flares going on. Everybody aware of the solar flares that are affecting us? It created the largest magnetic wave recorded in history to ever hit the Earth. And I find this interesting because the talk I did 4 weeks ago, I put together, and then I got this email this week, and I just wanted to share this with you. The day marks a level of vibration much the same way that is going to help humanity move with the speed of love, which is slightly faster than the speed of light. What is taking place at this time is that all of humanity and the planet itself are starting to go through a birthing process. We have mentioned before that the Earth is not sick, she is pregnant. She is giving birth, and this is a good way to look at it, but she is not giving birth to another planet. Earth is giving birth to a new form for humanity, for you have evolved past your current physical housing for your spirit. So if you're having a lot of flu-like symptoms, know you're where I am, okay? Okay? So I want to share this because this is what I wrote a few weeks ago, a new consciousness for the planet. We as a group in higher consciousness were asked, does humanity stay with the original plan, or does it proceed and do something else? The political changes were part of the decision to begin to bring peace to Earth. The planet had enough energy to accomplish a shift of great change. These solar flares are not new. This one became the most intense, but we've had a lot more of them. If you're paying attention on the computers to what's being sent around in emails and everything, I'm sure a lot of you are very aware of it. Most of you know that I'm extremely sensitive to whatever goes on with Mother Earth. It's very difficult for me. But since I've been taking this product called Moringa oleifera, which brings the body into balance, I'm feeling them, but I'm not quite as emotional as I am today. So it has helped me tremendously. The planet had enough energy to accomplish the shift of great change. And so the grid of Gia herself changed. A new history of consciousness on the planet began. The DNA allows us to understand the attributes of who we really are. We asked for and gave permission. Blessed is the human being that suspends 3D logic and lets God work through their life. For when you let Spirit work in your life, it means you're connected to the other side of the veil, and you will let it work with you. Now, let me clarify. 2012 and December 2012 is not about the world dying. It's not about devastation. It's about a new vibration. It's about a new energy, and all of us are going through the changes. You're seeing me in the middle of what's happening, okay? I'm in the middle of a shift again. That's what's going on. And I look kind of bedraggled, I admit to it. But it's because we all need to change. So go with the flow. Do not fight it. Stay with whatever it is. Acknowledge it, embrace it, and go with it. Humanity is a part and a piece of the consciousness of God. There is God in all of you. All of us have challenges and lessons that were developed in past lives, starting with Lemuria. It is time to let go of the old beliefs and move into the new energies. The first thing to do is heal the drama in your life. Oh, I'm working on it. The more peaceful you become, the more years will be added to your life. This balances your immune system. When you concentrate on getting the drama out of your life and being the master of your life, the T cells will take care of themselves in reflection of your peace of mind. Obviously, I had an issue. You must tear down the paradigm that you grew up in. An older energy which no longer will give you the answers you require in order to move forward and have the peace and tranquility in your life. Your DNA is the source of your enlightenment and spiritual awakening. The magnetics of the earth had to shift to allow the ability to experience and sense the shift in your DNA. It helps create an atmosphere for technical and interdimensional DNA change. And during this period is when the planet is increasing in its vibration. As a result, we had a mass exodus of almost 250,000 souls through Hurricane Katrina. That's what that was about. The result was more compassion generated on the earth that changes Mother Earth and affects the new children with the new energies being brought to Earth. Those who chose to leave did so through choice to help bring the seeds of peace. They were the catalyst for the new energies arriving. We hold the energy of Mother Earth to change whatever is going on in the world. When we take time to center and focus and send love, light, and healing, we create a change in the energy surrounding the crisis. When you don't, you end up like this, okay? So we hold the loving energies with wisdom by being the chosen ones who decided to be here at this moment in time to assist in lifting the planet into higher consciousness, higher vibrations. Many will be disbelievers and will never understand. We have an opportunity of spiritual discovery and free choice. Remember, this is the planet of free choice. Where you're going and how you're going to get there is entirely up to you. No one can tell you how to do it, and you have to stop listening to those that tell you what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. Follow what your heart says. In your heart, you have all the answers. When you do that, the DNA allows you to bring the memories from internally out to the surface to allow you to move forward. It all starts with intent. Those who come for and to you to share insights, information as teachers and guides, whether in the physical or spiritual, are here to assist you. And you are all in the right place to do just that. The power of love can affect everything. Every human being has felt love at one time in their life. What a wonderful energy when you love. The chemistry of the brain is even affected. How many of you love animals? Don't you get unconditional love back from an animal? When you look in their eyes, don't you see the preciousness there? It is the very energetic and very powerful thing that's called love. Love is the only, the one, the only. When you love, you are the energy of Source. You are a part of God. When Dr. Emoto asked human beings to direct their thoughts of love into water, he documented visual results of how the water changed. What if nature responds to love? Think of the impact we can have. Imagine what our imaginations can do esoterically by directing love to the energy of the areas with fighting and discourse. We must do this without judgment, understanding, and wisdom. The very emotion of love and compassion has a one-dimensional field. The energy of love is universal, and when we share it, it starts the process of a higher vibration and is the catalyst for the growth of every human being. So many humans want to touch God. They walk miles, they speak words, they sing songs, say prayers and chant. It is when you allow the spirit within to connect and direct you that you are working with the God within. Your love is light. With free choice, you can choose to be in the light or the darkness. The light of your love is so much stronger than any dark place. When you allow the light in, many will sense what you are doing. How many people are we drawn to? Because all they emanate is love. When you love, the auric field around you is filled with that essence. And then people are drawn to you because they recognize that you have this power within. It's only love. When we share this light with others, we will wish to know and be a part of that light. They will begin to feel the light and want to make changes as well. So we ask that you take the time to surround those who hate and suffer, and surround them in a bubble of light and love. One of the practices that I've given to the students over the year is when you're in the middle of having an argument with someone, or someone's sending negative thoughts your way, you stand there and you just ask to be filled with love, and then direct it at the person that's throwing negativity your way. It stops them dead in their tracks. Should have remembered that one on Friday. Do you have the wisdom to do that? Turn on the brightest white light that surrounds you and shine. Shine, shine. Say these words to yourself. I am that I am. I am a piece of God. I love myself as I love God, with the wisdom and honor that goes into it. I deserve to be loved, and I will love as well. We are the lighthouses, and we do not need to worry about being afraid of the storm, because we belong here at this time by choice. I'm here because I can make a difference. The metaphor of a lighthouse is that it has a very bright light that can steer a ship into the harbor safely. You carry this light everywhere you go. You are a piece of God. And when you shine your light with the wisdom of love of God that creates a new energy, and life becomes easier with a new realization for you and those around you. This is not new information. The greatest masters who walked the earth told you all about this. When your light becomes brighter, that is when the healing begins within you personally, and you're going to live longer because of it. That is what love of God does. The seeds of peace are within all of us. Life is precious. Make it count. Keep it going at all costs. Make it work. And so it is. And I want to share a little bit more about that email I received. This is called the evolution of the bubble of biology. The bubble of biology, which houses every spirit, is challenging with keeping up the vibrational growth. There are events taking within the earth herself throughout the cosmos that will create opportunities for you to carry much of your own light more than you ever dreamt possible. You have disconnected yourself from home long enough to pretend that you are in a physical body. I want you to consciously release your old templates, letting go of some of your old belief systems about who you truly are or who you thought you were. This has been very helpful and enabled many to move forward. But now the solar flares have begun and everyone on Earth will feel this. Do not call them solar flares, as they are very similar to what you experienced as a magnetic bath. Huge waves of magnetism are coming in and stretching your own magnetic boundaries. They are moving your own ley lines of the planet Earth, which are shifting as this energy comes in. During those times, they are stretched out of shape, and your ley lines on an emotional level lose their anchoring. Animals tied to the magnetic grids of the Earth may lose their way and often strand themselves as a result. We heard that in the news a couple times, didn't we, where a dog ended up in the water this week? It is almost as if no one is on solid ground anymore. Please be aware that most human reaction is experienced through magnetism. Reactionary mechanics originate from the emotional body. Look at me, I'm a perfect example. Which causes some challenges. Several new illnesses have passed through humanity, helping to adjust the magnetic body. And we tell you that in 2012, the intensity will increase. So I want you to know you're not alone. We have this wonderful opportunity to make the Earth a much more peaceful, compliant place, sending love, healing to everyone around us. You are the beacon of light that is a lighthouse. I suggest you have love, light, and harmony in your life so that you are that lighthouse, shining your beacon out to draw other people into your energy field to allow you to accomplish what you want in your life. I'm doing my best. I hope you're doing yours. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Thank you, Reverend Alva. Not only was your week very interesting, but it sounds like the whole year is going to be interesting.